It's a corrupt organization. I hate to say that because I admire every FBI agent in the field that I've met. I've met a few of them. I like them a great deal. They do a wonderful job, but their hierarchy, their superiors, their elite in Washington cannot be trusted. They're dangerous. They're very dangerous. They're dangerous people that if you get on the wrong side of them, they'll show up as they did with Roger Stone with a SWAT team, as if this 60-something old man was an existential threat. Or they're going to frog march James O'Keefe in his underwear for what? I don't know. Somebody let him look at a diary that Ashley Biden forgot in an apartment. That's a cardinal sin, isn't it? They're going to go get Peter Navarro and treat him like he's in, I don't know, Devil's Island and handcuff him and his ankles. That's all for show. That's all to show everybody. We're the FBI and we're going to go after ideological opponents. So don't screw with us. If you call us before Congress, or you write an article about us, or you go after, we'll find a way to get back at you. It's almost like Lois Lerner in the IRS or Loretta Lynch in the Special Products. That's what they do. They use government to go after people. That's why people understandably fear government. When you get to the FBI, we've kind of beaten that dead horse, but the Washington hierarchy, I mean, just think what we've seen, Jack, in the last 4 years. We've seen the FBI put that laptop on ice. Now we learn that prominent agents, operatives in the FBI, were actively working on behalf of, I guess, the Joe Biden campaign to keep that laptop investigation on ice until after the election. We've seen James Baker, the chief legal counsel, who was trying to peddle it or negotiate with the media before the election. We've got James 245 times, I don't remember, Comey before Congress. We've got Robert Mueller. I have no idea what the Steele dossier or Fusion GPS is. We have Kevin Kleinsmith, who forged a document, or I should say altered a document to incriminate an innocent Carter Page. We've got the lovebirds of Lisa Page and Peter Strzok, who mysteriously were reassigned from that special committee a month apart. We never knew why, Jack. Isn't that weird? And we've got them all there. And we've got cell phones that nobody can find, and no information that's under subpoena can be brought forth. So the FBI has been weaponized. It's not its agents in the field, make no mistake about that, but the hierarchy in Washington is corrupt. Much of the CIA is too. And you mentioned the 50 professional intelligence operatives or intelligence officers who, I think it was James Clapper, wasn't it? Or was it Brennan, or both of them, who solicited that letter on the eve of the 2020 election to reassure us that Vladimir Putin was behind that laptop. They had no evidence of that, but they hinted sort of kind of, this is what it is, and they squashed that story along with the Washington Post, NPR, New York Times, etc. Think of that. That was 50 of them, and they joined the pantheon of our experts, Jack. If I could just expound a little bit. The reason that why Americans do not trust the government or do not trust their alphabetic soup personnel in the federal government is because they're weaponized, they're politicized, and they have mortgaged their expertise to ideological concerns and careerist aspirations. This is reminiscent of the textual exchange between Strzok and Page, when they said that Trump has to be stopped at all costs. They had this secret plan, or this plan to, Andrew had a plan, or they go into Walmart and the Trump people smell, or just like the CNN reporter said he's got more teeth than everybody in the crowd at a Trump rally. And it's another argument. We've made this so many times before, Jack, that the FBI should be transferred. If it's not going to be broken up and its responsibilities distributed to other agencies within the DOJ,
Right.
Homeland Security, then its headquarters should be moved to Lincoln, Nebraska, or Kansas City, and get them out of that media cesspool, that political cesspool, that intermarriage. My brother works here, my wife works.
The
Get them out.
Right. That needs to be
get them out of the Andrew McCabe. My wife is running for a Virginia office and getting money from a Clinton-controlled PAC. While the FBI and he in particular investigating the Hillary Clinton email. But it's no conflict of interest.